Tell them what time it is.
It's time for the Listen Up Report with Lady Sola!
Celebrity gossip, pop culture, movies, music, entertainment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
You are now tuned in to the Listen Up Report with Lady Sola.
37-year-old Rachel Dolezal is president of a local NAACP chapter in Spokane, Washington. She is many things: a Howard University alum, a passionate civil rights activist, an African American studies professor at Eastern Washington University. But one thing she is not is African American. And why is that a problem? Well, the answer is simple. Because she publicly claims to be Black, that in fact is a total lie. Dolezal is actually 100% white and has been posing as a Black woman for a long time now. But recently, her well-put-together biracial appearance and alleged multicultural family history has begun to unravel. Her race became the topic of discussion after both of her parents let the cat out of the bag about her true racial identity. The parents supported their words with visual evidence, releasing a copy of her Montana birth certificate and pictures of Dolezal appearing as a white teenager. To further validate the allegations, Dolezal walked off during a local news interview after being asked if her parents are white. Her parents have stated that Dolezal distances herself from her family, and her brother Ezra Dolezal confirmed that she asked him to not let anyone find out where she was actually from. She even went as far as to claim her Black adopted brother as her own son. Now that's just downright crazy. My thoughts on this, I have a couple of things to say. First of all, I do want to praise her for what she's doing in her community. She is a civil rights activist. She's very passionate about African American culture, our history, and the issues that plague us today. So I do want to praise her for that. I think that's great. And she seems like a very intelligent woman. But with all that being said, I don't think she should have lied about who she is. I think she could have been a white woman and still been passionate about African American issues. She could have just been a white woman and still been the African American studies professor, still been president of the NAACP chapter. Let your work speak for yourself. You don't need to go off and pretend to be something that you're not just to make it seem more relatable or more realistic. My next point is I just find it highly racially insulting and insensitive to pretend to be Black when she doesn't come from that experience, or she doesn't have family or grandparents or any prior generations coming before her that have lived in that racial inequality that Black people have lived in. You can't claim to be something when you haven't experienced it, when you haven't gone through the ups and downs of it. It's just not fair. That's like trying to make somebody become a doctor when they haven't went to med school. You don't have your license. You can't be a doctor. It doesn't work that way. You weren't born Black, so you can't claim to be Black. I'm sorry. It's really offensive. I think her actions can be compared to blackface. It can be compared to what Iggy Azalea has been able to accomplish coming to America from Australia. I think it can be compared because she's portraying herself as Black. And why is she doing that? There's a reason for it. Think about it. Just hear me out on this. I think she's claimed to be Black because it makes her life and her job more convenient. It's just the convenience factor. She's the NAACP chapter president. She's also an African American professor. And in her eyes, she probably thought, gosh, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. People are not going to respect me. They're going to question me all the time. I'm going to be misjudged. Maybe I'm even going to be hated on. So maybe I should just act like I'm Black. Then it won't even be a problem. Nobody will question anything, and they'll even have great respect for me. So I think she just decided to play Black because it makes her life nice and dandy. I just think that's a coward move, and it's really disrespectful to all Black people. Iggy did the same thing. She wanted to become a rapper, and it's a little bit easier to be a rapper when you're Black because rap is always heavily associated with the African American race. It's hip hop. It's a big part of Black culture. So when a white person tries to become a rapper, it's harder for them to break into the industry. So I think Iggy decided, well, even though I am clearly white as toothpaste, I'm going to have my voice sound like a Southern girl. I got the Southern drawl, I got the accent going on, and I'm talking about things as if I grew up from the ATL all my life, when in reality, she grew up in Australia. So I think that it's just a convenience factor. Even if you wanted to look like a black woman, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to, wear the curly sew-in type of thing and get the tan so you look a little bit darker, and you associate yourself with a lot of black friends, I don't have an issue with that. What I have an issue with is you claiming to be black. If you want to look black, not a big deal, but don't claim to be black. And the last thing I want to say is she's going to be speaking at their NAACP local chapter meeting. I think she should be forgiven, but only if she is apologetic and she understands that what she has done is totally wrong and offensive. If she doesn't see why people are enraged over this, then there's a problem. Okay, because this is a problem to a lot of people. If you have comments, make sure to drop the comment in the comment box below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I think this is a very interesting topic right now, and it needs to be addressed.